Go ahead.
You remember Alternative Facts with Kellyanne? They did the same thing. She wasn't saying you make up fictions and pretend they're facts. You bring other facts to bear in the debate that are being ignored. And that's what he was saying. And I think it was in that interview where Dana Bash says, the police have gone through 11 months of recordings of calls, and they've only found 2 Springfield residents calling to complain about Haitian migrants taking geese from ponds. Only 2 calls. And I think one lesson of this whole story, people don't care about geese. People really hate.
Wow. Congratulations on him for just plowing right through it. Dude, his face didn't tick even. Like he probably didn't even know. I love the comments that are just like, when they hide it, it still comes out. That's my, like, dude, he obviously slipped up and didn't mean, what I don't understand is these people, so all right, there's people who think, okay, he said it, he meant to say it. That's crazy, right? Nobody would mean to say it on national TV. Your life's over after that, okay? Number 2, there are people who think, oh, he says it all the time, and that's why it rolled off his tongue so easily, and that's why... Dude, there's zero evidence of that. This guy is just a guy that almost said, like... What were the 2 words he was going to say? Immigrant and... Here, let's go back here. And what?
By drawing attention to what's happening on the ground. It's just...
Right.
As this
like
line goes online,
immigrant.
you don't hate the media enough. Go ahead.
You remember Alternative Facts with Kellyanne? They did the same thing.
The lead up is incredible.
You make up fictions and
just how long it is.
You bring other.
You know what's going
to
happen, and you're just like,
that are being ignored. And that's what he was saying. And I think it was in that interview where Dana Bash says, the police have gone through 11 months of recordings of calls, and they've only found 2 Springfield residents calling to complain about Haitian migrants.
Migrants, he was trying to say, dude. And he just said, instead of mig, he said mig, and then stopped, and then plowed right through it. I don't even know if he knew he did it. Wow. But that's really kind of, what are people saying? Andy McCarthy, who I don't know who anybody is in politics, he said, ridiculous. Rich Lowry not tagged here. Obviously got crossed up between, immigrants, short I. Look at this guy trying to do the English lesson. And migrants, long I. Started mispronouncing migrants with short I. Look at this guy with an English teacher. Instantly corrected himself with no embarrassment because it was patently a mispronunciation. Jeez. Yes, that is what happened, I think, 100%. And look at this guy, this other guy, Mike Nellis. Wow, Rich Lowry called Haitian migrants the N-word at the 42-second mark here while defending Trump and Vance and making up the story about Springfield, Ohio. Listen for yourself. It's people who just want to be outraged. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, wow, this is Kamau Bell. Now you know exactly what you did. You misspoke. You didn't mispronounce. We just got a window into who you really are because since when does... It's so... How could you say this when you don't know? You don't know what's going on in the guy's head. God, that sucks. A slip of a tongue. Look at it. Having a hard time coming to any conclusion. Like, I just misspoke. Does that mean I'm gay because I said coming out? That means I suck I suck guys. That means I suck guys. I just misspoke. Oh, Chris, he sucks guys. Having a hard time coming to any conclusion besides the obvious one about what Rich Lowry catches himself blurting out here. I don't know, man. A lot of times the guy's probably not even thinking about it. You know who he is though? Sometimes black people are waiting for that shit. Like, oh, I remember I turned on an Instagram, and it first thing that happened was whoever the thing was, it blurred out the N-word. Dude, there was a black dude next to me. And he looks over. First of all, dude, that it's just, you can look at anything on your phone, and it's not even like, dude, You could argue that my algorithm is only dudes saying N-word, you know, like just I'm so racist. And the black dude said, he looked at me and said, "You all right over there?" Dude, and I was like, "Bro, it's Instagram. I don't watch this shit." And you know, he was obviously, well, not obviously, but he was just being silly. But dude, if I was somebody who got like all choked up with shit like that, that would have like, you know, God. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. I was recording videos on my phone. And that's me. Like, what do you know? Because some people will be like, "Oh, so it's your phone." Dude, it's just like everybody's not racist all the time. You know? People don't actually think about it that much. You know? Like, sometimes people are just hanging out. And I know there's a lot of racism in the world, and I know you get the short end of the stick a lot of the times, but this just isn't one of those moments. Right wing Chris. And I don't even mean to be that way. Two right wings. But it's just people aren't. Here's the truth. And this doesn't have to do with racism. It doesn't have to do with. It has to do with all of it. Everything. People think their world is over because this happened, that happened. People are not thinking of you. You aren't on their radar. You know? It's just. I mean, it's just so weird, man. Isn't that funny? You almost say it, and then it could cause this uproar. What about thinking it? Pretty soon there's going to be a thing where we could read people's minds, and you're thinking the N-word.